Hello, hello. This is Jen. I hope everybody's good. I'm here with an energy update, so welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're not new. Thank you for being here. What is going on in the universe right now? Is it like hard to follow or like nothing makes sense anymore? Um, I guess all of these answers, right? We just had a new moon on September 25th, and it was a big one. But on top of that, we are also in Mercury retrograde, and this has been going on since September 9th and will end on October 2nd. And as you know, I'm not an astrologer, but I do believe that we are affected by the movement of the planets. How can we not be? We are affected by the sun, we are affected by the moon, we are affected by the weather. So, of course, we are affected by the movements of the planet. And Mercury retrograde this time around has been very chaotic and powerful at the same time, because when we experience chaos, it's a very good sign that change is in progress. That change is happening, but at this time, it's really hard to tell what this change is about. For me, it is anyway, and I'm a straight channel. I usually feel these things and I usually understand what's going on, but this time around, I'm like, I surrender because I don't understand. I just don't know what's going on. And yet you're going to say, but you're here giving an energy update. Yes, I am here just to tell you about my experiences and to share. And I know I haven't been around as much as I was before. I just can't keep up. I can't. As much as I try with all the tools that I have, it's very hard for me to keep up. All I can do is focus on being internally balanced and aligned with my higher self, my soul, aligned with my true nature. And this is good for everyone around because that's what I'm noticing. People are not connected with themselves. This is what the new moon was about, to connect us with ourselves deeper. So if you find yourself in this situation or in circumstances that are unexplainable, focus on who you are at your core essence. This is why we're here. We are called to grow at this point. This phase is to help us release a really big layer of unconsciousness so that we can become aware and conscious of the things that cannot be seen with our eyes. I know it can be or seem like it's unattainable or impossible to achieve, but it definitely is. The universe never throws at us stuff that we cannot handle. So, this phase that feels very chaotic is for us to purge and for us to release what is no longer resonating with us. And it is difficult because sometimes we, or our ego, wants to play the role of, I know it all, I know what's good for me. And sometimes this is just wrong because we get disconnected from our heart. And as soon as we connect back, we realize, hey, this is not what I want. This is what I want to do. But it's not always easy to sustain. And this is that kind of phase. We are being shaken, we are being taken in all kinds of directions and ways and in all kinds of deep, thoughtful realizations. It's hard. It's hard to go that deep. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of alone time. And this is the best thing we can do at this time, to honor ourselves, to honor our bodies, our energy cycles. The more you do this, the more you stay connected to yourself. The more you try to run away from it because it's uncomfortable, sorry, because it's uncomfortable, we oftentimes try to run away from it and pretend that it's not there, or just, sweep it on the carpet, pretending that it's not there, but it is there. So the best thing we can do is just honor and try to understand what's going on. It can manifest differently for everyone or anyone on this journey at this time, but it definitely is a very deep transformation time. That can mean many different things for different people. For example, in my case, it was about going back in my past and taking a look at the most deepful, painful situations that I have been through, to make sure that everything was released and transmuted. And to my surprise, some of the stuff wasn't fully transmuted, and I had to go back and dig deep to release whatever was left there. And it was painful, it was dramatic, it was surprising because I never expected it to still be there at this point in the game, but it was. So I had to take care of it. And I am still taking care of it because it is still very intense. That Mercury retrograde definitely feels like I'm being taken back. I will say 3 to 4 years back. Maybe it's different for you. That's not the point. It's just that it feels like I'm back to a point in my life where I was still integrating some things, still working on some things, and wasn't sure what direction to take. And it feels the same at this point. So my guidance, and the guidance that I am receiving, is to stay put, stay focused. And a piece of wisdom that I can share is when you don't see the end of it, this is when you need to be the most sturdy, the most balanced, and the most focused. Meaning, when you feel like you're diving deep into a rabbit hole and you're like, I'm not sure I can stop this, just don't stop it. Don't let it happen. Let it do its work in your own life and wait until that cycle is over. Because remember, it's a spiral. So you're going to spiral down, 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 down until you can get back up again. But I know this time around, this spiral feels like it's never ending. And that's normal because of Mercury retrograde, new moon, eclipse season coming up. It's normal for a whole bunch of reasons. We can decide to hang on to these reasons, or we can also decide to just, push through and do what needs to be done. And doing what needs to be done means different things for different people. In my case, it means keeping up with my self-care plan, my self-care program, because it's easy for me to get off of it. And whenever I get off, I get disaligned and I don't get clear when I get messages or when I'm channeling. So what's important for me at this point is to just, stay on track, walk my path, as difficult as it is. Because it is difficult. I find it difficult. I don't have my normal comfort zone. I don't know what's coming for me. I kind of have an idea, but at this point, I'm like, people have their free will. These energies are so intense. I don't know what the heck is going to happen. So, might as well just release, surrender, and let it go, and just trust and have faith in the universe. So, that's the posture that I choose to be in right now, is to have faith in the universe that it is delivering what I need at this time. And apparently, and not only for me, but for a lot of people, what we need at this time is some downtime to just relax, slow down, take it easy. Maybe for some of us, it also means to just, retrieve into our own personal cave so that we can identify who we are at this point. This may sound crazy because you can say, but I know who I am. Yes, but do you know who you are right now with all these energies? I know that I'm sensing a really big shift within my masculine energy, and I'm not sure how it will translate or manifest into in my day-to-day life. And that goes for a lot of people in the collective, for everyone, as a matter of fact. It's just that we're not all aware of what's going on with our masculine and feminine energy, and that's just fine. That's not an issue here. It's just that some of us feel like we're ready to take on new projects, new stuff, but these new situations are not here yet. They're coming though, and we're getting prepared for that. And it's often a very uncomfortable phase because we don't know what to do with ourselves. We get like bored with a lot of things. We get, motivation is hard to get, or we are like, oh, I'm bored with this. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But at the same time, I'm restless and just waiting. A lot of this has to do with what's going on with the divine masculine energy. It's been taken down the spiral, like to the last inch of the spiral, to be reborn again, reborn with new perceptions, reborn with new desires and harmony, wanting to balance and harmonize with the divine feminine energy. And this may seem very abstract for a lot of people, but it's not for a lot of people as well. And if you're feeling this at this point, really what you can do to help this is just stay grounded, meditate, focus on what's good for you, eating well, sleeping enough. And I know sleeping. Who has been sleeping well lately? I know I have not. For months, I wake up so many times during the night at like very specific hours. This is all part of spiritual ascension. It's like we're being taken back to our spiritual awakening. And this is very much related to what's going on with the divine masculine. So if you are in a twin flame connection, please know that the divine masculine is being worked on, being shaken, being, transformed. A lot of them used to resist, and now they're like, I can't resist anymore. I don't have the energy to resist. I don't have the momentum it takes to pretend that this is not happening to me, or that to pretend that this is not real. They were able to shove this under the carpet before. Now they're not. They're being served their straight truth. They're being served, I'm looking for my words here, but they're being served, and I'm being shown like the pit of the stomach, like the bottom of the stomach. They're being showed what they're made of so that they can make the proper adjustment and changes and transformation that they need to be on their divine path. Even though we have free will, destiny is playing a big role here, and destiny is trying to take its place in our lives, saying, hey, this is the path you need to take. You may not understand everything at this point. You may not realize where you're going. You may think that you're stepping into the same things all over again, but rest assured that destiny is at play right now. And if you are in tuned and able to channel your higher self, this is the kind of message that you would be receiving at this point from your higher self. You're not being stuck in the same place. This is just an illusion. We are working on, releasing another layer of this veil. Sensitive people are especially having a hard time because for them, a lot of these changes are integrated already, and it's part of their everyday lives. But sometimes we forget that not everyone is like that. Sometimes we forget that we kind of have like more insights than other people. And if you've noticed, or maybe you want to notice, just look around. It's just so easy to spot and to see how others are feeling no matter what they're saying. A lot of people are still trying to pretend or to wear a mask and to play a role, but it's so easy to spot, so easy to see that whatever they're saying is not matching their energy. And this is becoming more real day after day after day after day. We're being stripped away of whatever is not authentic with ourselves. We are being pushed and called and really like pushed. I know I said it, but we're being pushed into being our true selves, the light beings that we are. We're here for a reason, and it's to shine bright. And in these moments, it's very easy to forget why we're here. So please, always remember, you chose to incarnate at this point for a reason. Whether it is to help other people or just to fulfill your own mission. And may I take the word just back. Whether it be to help other people or to fulfill your personal mission, you are here at this time because you are needed and you are important. Shining your light bright outside of yourself, pushing it outside of your energy field will benefit more people that you may ever think. Please go ahead and just allow this ripple effect to take place in your home part of the town so that everyone that is resonating with being a light worker, can fulfill their duties to help the collective and to ascend higher into the new earth, because it is definitely here. The 5D is here more than we think, even though it may not feel like it at times, even though it feels chaotic as fuck. Excuse my language. We are here to help one another and to incarnate the oneness energy. And this is what's coming for the rest of the year. The oneness energy. As I am delivering this message, this is a straight message from what I'm channeling from divine being of light. Sorry, that came out all wrong. From divine beings of light. There you go. They are here to remind us that we are never alone, that we can call on them at any time for assistance, clarity, and guidance. I know it's easy to say, easier said than done, but if we only try to stay aligned and work through whatever is being sent to us, this is how we will push through this fall equinox. And this is one thing I did not mention, the fall equinox. So this comes with a drastic 180 in the energy. And whoever thought that they could get away with things, well, I'm just going to say, you may be surprised. Whoever thought that they had it all figured out, you may be surprised with what's coming. And in short, what's coming is just this wave of fresh air telling us, commanding us to be lighter. And being lighter in a physical body means integrating and embodying more of our higher selves, embodying more of the oneness energy and the unconditional love that we need to embrace and cherish at this time and for all the days that are to come. And as I'm channeling this, you may hear it in my voice, but I've never channeled something so precise, something so direct before. Usually there's always like a veil or a layer, kind of like, how can I say it? Preventing me from getting this energy or these messages so clearly. And as I'm recording this, they are coming in so very clearly, and it has been like that for like a few weeks now. Very direct, very clearly, no delays, like it is what it is. 5D. We're in 5D. Of course, not all the collective is in 5D. Some people are still in 3D, and that's fine. Some people are in 4D, to each its own, to each their own pace. It depends where you're at on your journey, and wherever you are, this is where you need to be. And I know it is difficult to hear at this point, or it can be difficult to hear at this point, because a lot of people are feeling like they're not where they're supposed to be. They feel like they're like, I'm out of range. I'm wasting my time. I'm not doing the right thing. But don't worry. This is just an adjustment phase. Once you're through and out, things will be fluid again sooner than you think. Okay? And eclipse season is coming, so this will have a very powerful impact on our lives as well. So hang in there. This is it for now. Thank you for being here. You can follow me on social media at Indigo Girl 555 on Facebook. No, on Instagram. Indigo Girl on Facebook. You can reach out by email at indigogirl555@gmail.com. And until the next time, be well.